Good morning. It is the morning of the 19th. About 8 o'clock here. So it's 3 p.m. at home on the 18th. First of all, there's no internet here. Period. There is, but I just can't get hooked up to it at all. I found wireless and ones that are unlocked, but for some reason my laptop won't connect. Can't get a hold of a computer to upload them to that computer, then upload them to the internet. So I'm really struggling trying to get these things online. Also, we've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to really make a vlog. Basically, our routine is wake up around 6:30, get out of the house at 7:30. So for that first hour, I'm just getting dressed, getting ready, eating breakfast, and then we leave the house. We don't come back till usually around 10. So by that time I'm pretty exhausted, and it's just hard for me to make one. So I made another outline of things to update you guys on. Yeah, they're on this, I read it on this Franciscan card. So, let's get started here. I left with the, left you guys after the opening mass. That was awesome. It went till pretty late. We got home around 9 o'clock, so we got home a little early that night. Woke up the next morning, had our first catechesis. Went really well. A good amount of people, probably about 500 people showed up. It was good. Let's see. And then we went down to the, there were some nuns that had a whole, kind of stage area going on. It was like the Activate Life kind of thing, or it was a very pro-life concert series thing going on. And we went and saw Matt Maher there. He's a big Christian or Catholic even musician in his band and stuff. So we went there, and then also at that same location there was a introduction to a talk on theology of the body. So we went to that, and that turned out to be a really good talk and stuff. It was a little short and stuff, but it was good. After that, we caught a train for about 40 minutes over to Western Sydney, this Irish pub, and hung out there and had dinner there and stuff. But no drinking or anything. But we were there actually for a talk by the Archbishop of Colorado. He was talking on as a Catholic living a double life, by having your Catholic faithful life, and then when you're at your workplace or hanging out with friends, you have a completely different life and you don't talk about your religious life at all, and how it won't eventually work out. Eventually your body and your mind will take one over the other. So, it was a really cool talk. We got home that night, woke up on the 17th, had our catechesis. There was about 400 people there. There was a big Boston group from Boston that couldn't make it that morning, so they weren't there, so we had about 100 people left. After that, there was a big debate on who was doing what and stuff. That was the day of the papal arrival, so most of us wanted to go to that. I, on the other hand, knew that it was going to be cool to see the Pope and stuff, so I wanted to go to St. Mary's Cathedral because it was about a 4-hour wait to get in. But I figured if everybody was at St. Mary, or at the papal arrival, there'd be nobody at St. Mary's. So me and Sarah tried to go over there, and we got there, and it turned out that St. Mary's was closed because the Pope was driving right past it, staying there in the apartment on one of the sides. So we actually just waited there we were there really early, so we got against the fence hoping that he would drive right in front, and he would get out and maybe we could meet him, but he drove straight past the church instead of turning in front of the church. But we were right by the gates, so we're like, alright, it's okay, because as soon as they finish, they'll open the gates, and we'll run in and we'll be the first in the cathedral. Well, after the Pope drove by, we saw him, we all cheered. They told us that was the exit gate, so we're like, oh, where's the entrance? They're like, over there by the screening, so we ran all the way across. We got in line for the gates, and we waited there for about 10 minutes, and in that 10-minute period, we were talking about Blessed Pier Giorgio Fossati, who's one of the patrons for the World Youth Day. and we were talking about him, and this old lady behind us was like, "Oh, you know him?" And she's like, "Would you like a prayer card about him?" And handed us this prayer card, and we started talking to her about him, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm his sister's daughter." And like, it didn't click at first, but I was like, "What? Who does that make you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm his niece." And she was an old lady, so it was so cool to talk to her. And the reason she was there is because his body is in St. Mary's. I can't forget one of the terms, but because he is blessed, and he's not quite a patron or a saint yet, but his body isn't decaying, and there's no embalming or anything weird process that has gone on with it. But his body is naturally, it's just not decaying. So we went and saw that. You can't see his body, just his coffin is there. But we met her. Me and Sarah got pictures with her, and it was awesome. She's this old, lovely lady. Let's see. So we ran after the gates opened. We sprinted inside. It took us 5 minutes to get through the whole line and in the screening. And we got in the church, and there was only about 4 people in the pews praying, and we were just like, "This is amazing." You know, we walked around it. It was glorious. We did our prayers, and so it was really cool. After that, we went to the convention center and went to a Christopher West talk on theology of the body, and that talk was amazing. That was later in the evening. Started at 8 to 10. It was actually 8 to 10:30. We got off just a tiny bit early to catch something I'll go over in a second. Really good talk. Christopher West is world-renowned talk speaker on theology of the body. So just to see him there, it was awesome. After that, we left just a few minutes early to go catch the 10:25 showing of Batman. Yes, we saw Dark Knight only because it came out here a day earlier. We saw it on the 17th. It was an amazing movie, great movie. Go see it. Period. The only unfortunate to that is I didn't get home till 1:45 in the morning, knowing the next morning I have to wake up at 6:30 for catechesis.